Grace Berger got her licks back because she said, if I hadn't seen the video of the shank, these photos would have convinced me.
Nerves like hitting your opening tee shot here compared to what you normally do on the basketball court.
I don't get nervous for basketball, but I got a little nervous for this.
Talks to little girls wearing jerseys. She smiles to the crowd, and then here's the most important thing. She competes like a maniac.
Green, Nelly Korda, getting ready. Bunch of different shots. There was an Annika Stormstam, obviously. Pink hat. There's that crowd shot. That is crazy.
Did you know that Caitlin Clark's first ever golf shot was so off target it nearly hit a spectator? However, by the end of the day, she was already making shots that were on par with the professionals. It's a remarkable turnaround. But before we dive deeper into that story, I'd like to ask for a small favor. If you enjoy the content we create, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Over 98% of you watch our videos without subscribing, and while it costs you absolutely nothing, your subscription makes a world of difference for us. So, have you clicked the subscribe button? Wonderful, thank you so much. Now, let's get back to the story. Caitlin Clark's Instagram post about her golf debut went viral, racking up an astonishing 90,000 likes in just 2 hours. That's the Caitlin Clark effect for you. Now, if you're curious about how she went from being a beginner on the golf course to impressing with her skills, you're in for an exciting story. Picture this: Caitlin Clark, the basketball superstar, steps onto the golf course for the very first time.
Media is pumped about Caitlin Clark, as they should be. So many more new fans are going to be tuning in to golf.
As Caitlin Clark steps onto the golf course, all eyes are fixed on her, and the atmosphere is buzzing with anticipation. The crowd is eager to see how the basketball sensation will fare in her golf debut. Clark takes a deep breath, picks up her club, and prepares for her first swing. But, folks, what happens next is far from what anyone expected. The ball veers off wildly, almost hitting a spectator standing nearby. In that moment, Clark's face turns as red as a tomato, and it's clear she's a little embarrassed. But here's the remarkable part: she doesn't let that first misstep stop her. True to her spirit, she grabs her club and gets ready for another swing, and this time, it's nothing short of magic. The ball soars into the air with such precision and grace, it's as if it has wings. The crowd is stunned, and even the seasoned pros on the course can't believe their eyes. You can almost hear their collective thoughts: did she just do that? But it doesn't stop there. From that point on, Caitlin Clark starts hitting shots with the confidence and skill of someone who's been golfing her whole life. It's truly an incredible transformation, one that leaves everyone, including the professionals, in awe.
This LPGA Pro-Am is just going to bring so many more eyes because everything she does.
Caitlin Clark is a basketball superstar, and the next, she's out there giving seasoned golf pros a serious run for their money. Talk about a quick learner. But hold on, there's even more to this story. Remember Grace Berger, Clark's teammate on the basketball court? Well, it turns out she's actually a golf champ in her own right, and she's got a few words for Clark. After seeing Clark's photos on Instagram from her golf debut, Berger couldn't resist throwing a little playful shade her way. It's clear that while Clark was making waves on the golf course, Berger was ready to join in on the fun with a bit of competitive banter.
Grace Berger got her licks back because she said, if I hadn't seen the video of the shank, these photos would have convinced me.
Ouch, now that's some spicy trash talk right there. But Caitlin Clark, she's not one to back down. No way. She fires right back with her own brand of trash talk, and things are definitely heating up. The friendly rivalry between these two is turning into an all-out battle of words, with Clark standing her ground and throwing some verbal jabs of her own. It's clear that the competition isn't just limited to the golf course, it's spilling over into the banter as well, and it's making the whole thing even more exciting to watch.
Grace, you're a state champion golfer? Why did you hide that from me?
These two are going at it like it's the fourth quarter of a championship game, with the intensity cranking up by the second. So, how did Caitlin Clark's first golf swing really go? Well, let's be honest, she definitely embarrassed herself. But here's the thing, that's just the beginning of the story. Not even close to the end. Clark herself admitted she was a little nervous at first, something she doesn't usually experience on the basketball court. She said, "I don't get nervous for basketball, but I got a little nervous for this because I didn't want to hit anybody." It's a relatable moment, showing that even a superstar like Clark can have her moments of uncertainty. But that didn't hold her back for long, and we all know she's not the type to let a small setback stop her.
To intimidating player, apparently.
Have you played with anyone on this team?
Honestly, I have not. I need to go. I know Lexi plays a little.
But Caitlin Clark powers through that first swing, and oh boy, it's a doozy. She pulls her tee shot way off course, sending it straight into the water, all while nearly taking out a spectator in the process. It's the kind of moment that's practically made for going viral, and it's clear this could be an embarrassing scene for most. But here's the kicker, Clark handles it like a true champ. Instead of getting flustered, she laughs it off, turning what could have been a total humiliation into a charming, relatable moment. She proves once again that it's not about how you start, but how you recover, and in this case, she turned potential embarrassment into a display of grace and confidence.
Like hitting your opening tee shot here compared to what you normally do on the basketball court.
I don't get nervous for basketball, but I got a little nervous.
That's the Caitlin Clark effect for you. Her rocky start. That was just the beginning. While some people might crumble under pressure, Clark is far from ordinary. What she did next had even the pros scratching their heads. After that wild first shot, Clark didn't give up, no way. She kept swinging, and with every swing, she got
Better. What's the thing that you're working on this offseason?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focused on.
It was like watching a superhero discover their powers right before our eyes. 1 minute, she's nearly taking out spectators with a wild shot, and the next, she's hitting approach shots that would make Tiger Woods proud. The crowd couldn't believe it. They went from ducking for cover to cheering like crazy. And Clark. She was loving every second of it. She wasn't just playing golf, she was putting on a show, laughing, joking with the crowd, and having the time of her life. That's the Caitlin Clark effect right there. You know what's even crazier? Clark started out shining some of the pros.
Girls wearing jerseys. She smiles to the crowd, and then here's the most important thing. She competes like a maniac.
Basketball star, in her very first golf tournament, giving seasoned golfers a run for their money, it felt like something straight out of a movie. And get this, golf legend Annika Sorenstam was watching. You know what she had to say about Clark. She called her super mature and described her as an older woman in a younger body. Clip 10.